Welcome back to Roll and Review, where we talk about all things nerdy and awesome. I'm Jim.
And I'm Alex.
And we're doing a new series of video where we build really random, weird D&D characters.
Yeah, we just thought we'd have some more fun with the D&D. We wanted to have some more of that on the channel anyway. So we figured it'd be a fun thing that we like to do when we make characters. Make some that aren't typically orthodox or just common.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had the, Dwarf Barbarian, the
Elven
Ranger, like these super...
Human anything.
Yeah, yeah, basically. And, these super, common, min-max characters that, you see in every single D&D game. And we thought we're going to throw some weird combinations together. We've been trying it out a little bit in our personal games, and
they work.
Yeah, it's weird, but it works. So we're going to just walk you through creating some of these weird characters and our thought process behind them.
Stay tuned. We're going to make a few. If anyone has any suggestions over something that they would like to see or how we would do it, let us know, and let's just have some fun with this. I think it'd be fun for everyone, and I think people can learn something.
For our first character, we're doing something that's kind of weird because the culture and the class doesn't really mesh
At all.
But the Halfling Barbarian.
Now, Halfling, why would you do such a thing?
Because it is fun to be a barbarian, get super angry, and run between someone's legs and hit them from behind. Or in the junk, because I like hitting people in the junk.
Or as in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, when he gets angry, screams adorably.
Exactly. Now, those of you who know the Halfling, they're a generally happy race of creatures, humanoids, and they're not prone to anger.
No, and these are apparently happy at being angry.
Yeah. When I make this character, generally give it a super tragic backstory because since they're so happy, you have to find some reason that they're really angry. So normally they're super protective and have some sort of traumatic PTSD that just throws them far off the normal halfling.
Or kidnapping also works, that they were kidnapped and brought into a barbarian tribe or thing.
Yeah,
during a raid or something. They were brought back. That's another good one. And they were just raised as one of the group.
Yeah, but on top of that, the stout halfling is the key to this.
Yeah, you can't do one of the ones that's good with luck or anything like that. You need the one that's kind of really sturdy. You're not the farmer halfling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the stout halfling gives you a bonus to Constitution.
You did that.
It's super important for a barbarian.
Yeah.
But it seems to actually really work with their other stat bonus, which is Dexterity.
That's good.
With the unarmored bonus with the barbarian, it comes together beautifully.
All right, so to start off, we got to roll some stats.
Yeah, and as a reminder, when you roll stats, you roll 4d6 and you take the 3 best. However, we only have 3d6 die, so we're gonna just re-roll the lowest one and figure out what's higher.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Not a bad start. Not a bad start.
No, that's.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
14. That's a good start. I'll throw that in strength. That's a good start.
Happy to have that.
All right, I'll do the next one.
Yeah.
We'll switch back.
Actually, we might want to put that in Dexterity because they get a +2 bonus to Dex, so that automatically ups it to 16, which is
I'm just
+3.
I'm just doing a placeholder right now as a thing. We can always switch it later. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. Hey, another 14. All right, guess where that's going to go. We just talked about it. That's going to Dex.
Perfect. Doing this again. And
not as well. Not as well.
A 1 there, so we'll re-roll that.
11.
11, not bad.
That's going to go... I'll put that in Wisdom. That's not a bad for...
I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
We still have room for a dump stat, which is,
True.
Intelligence. We put that there first.
Dump stats.
This might be that dump stat. Ooh.
I got it. I get 2 4s and a 2, so let's re-roll that 2 if you keep it on the table.
If I can keep it on the table, which is kind of hard. Okay.
There we go. That's fine. 12.
All right. I'm going to switch to the Wisdom to 12, and I'm going to give the 11 to the Intelligence.
Yeah.
All right. Your roll.
All right. Wonderful.
2 more to go.
Ooh, this one's not great.
This one is
starting with another 8, 6, 2, and 1. So
same
let's
one I
hope
had.
either re-roll
5 or 6.
4. Not bad. So 12?
I'm going to give that to Charisma.
Yeah, Charisma.
Hoping that we can get another high one.
Get a high one for Con?
Yeah, good.
Or a decent one for Con.
Decent one for Con.
Last roll.
8 again.
Big 12.
All right, so this guy is really pushing. What do we want with the...
So we have a 14, 12, 11, 12?
Yeah, 14, 14, blank, 11, 12, 12.
So this will be the third 12?
Third 12.
Well, for barbarians, generally the strength to hit something is really important, plus con to resist damage is important. So if we split the 14s between there, put the 12 in dexterity,
I agree.
The halfling's natural racial bonus will kind of bring him up there to a 14. I think kind of balances things out well. Also giving us a 15 in Constitution.
Yeah,
I think bad. It's primed for an ability score upgrade or a feat, which will push over the edge.
Yeah, I agree. And you come up with a name for him.
Grom Hilltopple.
All right.
If only I was that good live coming up with actual names. That'd be nice.
All right. We got our Barbarian Grom Hilltop.
Now, it'll be interesting. Their alignment tends to be good, so... Yeah, normally lawful, but if you push it a little more neutral to chaotic, it's not totally out of reach.
And especially due with the backstory that he's getting, it's not going to be a pure halfling how they usually are. So I think... his halflingness will probably keep to the good part, but I think he'd probably be more chaotic in that. Especially if he's that angry.
Oh, yeah,
it's definitely going to appear. So I'll put it in. Nice. Chaotic good. Alright, we have those down. Now, what's going to be his background? Of the list of backgrounds that he has, which one are we going to give him?
So, the book suggests Outlander.
That would make sense. But what's something if you can do that? But what's something else a little more fun that we could throw in there as well?
So I think a kind of fun background for this would definitely be a folk hero.
Okay.
Kind of humble, coming up from nothing, being kind of the hero of their town.
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
Yeah, it's that hero kind of who returned home, is dealing with their crap, but can do a whole lot of badass stuff, which automatically gives him proficiency in animal handling and survival.
Awesome. Now I think it'd be a good thing. See, what's his saving throws? What is he proficient in? And
the saving throws are strength and constitution.
All right, strength and con makes sense for a barbarian.
Absolutely. And then you get to be proficient in 2 skills. It's animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, or survival. We already have animal handling and survival, so those are kind of great.
I think guaranteed athletics should be one of the ones that he...
Yeah, I think athletics... I kind of want to say intimidation because how hilarious would that be?
Yes.
But at the same time, it's a halfling trying to be intimidating, and people, for the most part, are like, halfling, you're a cute little happy guy. So maybe like perception?
Yeah, I think perception might be a good one, especially since he knows he's not as scary. He has to know where everything is around him to be able to use that to his advantage.
Absolutely.
I agree. I think perception is a good one.
Even though I really want to see someone fail that intimidation check against a halfling barbarian. Freaking ridiculous. Now, one thing to talk about with halfling is what kind of weapon is he going to use?
That is true.
Barbarians are like big, heavy weapons. I mean, great axes. 2 hand axes, but like martial melee weapons tend to be bigger. And you tend to see like a great sword or something like that with a barbarian.
Yeah.
So I think that's something we got to talk about.
I think because He is strong. He's stronger than your average halfling is going to be because being raised in that barbarian style of life. So I think he found a way to be really adept at weapons. I think a good thing to go with him is some sort of polearm to really maximize his reach because he is smaller. You don't want him going in there with anything short. It just makes no sense. If you're small, you don't want a short weapon. You're putting a disadvantage on a disadvantage.
Sure.
So I see something with a polearm, like a great axe, or you could have him if there's anything like a halberd, stuff like that. That's the type of weapon that I think he should go for.
Yeah. So the one major disadvantage with this though is for like the great axe, it's a heavy weapon, and heavy weapons, small creatures are actually disadvantaged with. So him being small as he is, he's instantly going to be disadvantaged with it, and then
we can't have that.
Yeah, then when he rages, he just gets normal because the advantage disadvantage cancels out. And so, what's the point? So I think a great weapon for him would be the flail, though.
Okay.
It has that ball and chain on the bottom. He can swing it around. I mean, break people's legs. My favorite move, the junk shot with it.
Okay, Johnny, calm down.
Hey, I do what I can. And I mean, it's one-handed. It's not heavy. It does pretty good damage. I think it kind of fits perfectly with him, who he is, and his size.
And a good thing is that it being a one-handed weapon, he can add a shield into the other one to protect him because he is smaller.
Yeah.
He wants to do that, so he can even get that extra defense going on since he's a tiny thing going to be in the forefront of most of the battles.
Oh yeah. No, I think that combo is kind of ideal.
So, to start off, we'll put in there a nice flail for the weapon. And what's the damage for that?
That was a 1d8.
1d8, awesome. All right, now let's go through the barbarian things. What bonuses does he get for being a barbarian with that? Especially we have to pick like the initial like types that we need for him.
Yeah, well, initially just a barbarian. He automatically gets unarmored defense, which is 10 plus your dex modifier and plus your constitution modifier, which should come out to like what, 15? 14 or 15?
Yeah, because it's 10 plus your dex and your what?
Con.
Okay, 10 plus 10 plus your dex and the con. That's a +2 on each. So that's 14 right now.
14? Which isn't the greatest.
No.
But like we were saying, they are proficient with shields. So with your starting gold, you can go out and buy a shield right away, and that knocks you up to 16. And I mean, most of things are gonna probably not hit you right away.
So we're gonna say there we're gonna check it that he has a shield, so we can add what, 2 defense to that?
Yeah, 2 defense.
All right, so now 16, especially at level 1, that's a very modest AC. It's not. You'll be able to go start off pretty decent. You're not gonna be the schlub by any means. You're like a glass cannon barbarian.
Yeah, you're not pulling wizard armor class here.
Yeah.
But after a few levels, you get that ability score upgrade. You can dump stats into Dex or Con, which I think our Con is like 15.
Yeah.
So 1 into that, and you're already getting up to 17 armor defense. And if you do that alongside a feat, you're golden.
And this is on our rolls that we didn't have amazing stats. It was pretty basic, but you didn't have like one stat that you're like, oh, I rolled a bunch of 6s and it just off and away with it. Yeah. And you're still going to have a very proficient character. You're not going to be the one constantly having to catch up with anything.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've rolled stats before where we have like 18s and 17s, 16s, like these ridiculous stats. This character had really modest stats.
Yeah.
And he's working out just fine. Then really the other thing is we just have to figure out which subclass of barbarian a halfling barbarian would go.
That's true.
So you have, in the original book, you have Path of the Berserker and Path of the Totem Warrior.
And for this, we're going to stick with the original one, so we're not trying to flip through so many books, and this takes forever. And not everyone will have Xandar's Guide to Everything, so this is something that anyone can do as long as they have the Player's Guide.
Yeah, and if you have Xanathar's Guide to Everything, it does give you, I think, an extra subclass or 2 for basically all of the classes. But since both of these are very vanilla race and class, we're just sticking with the vanilla book. I think Path of the Berserker is just the way to go with him.
I like that. Plus, it's even better with this crazy halfling being a berserker. It's the way to go. I like it.
Like, he doesn't have a connection to animals or stuff like that. No. He's just super angry and messed up. This just to me is a really angry, messed up halfling.
Yes. I think it fits well. I think it goes with just how abstract and off the beaten path the character is, and I think it fits.
Yeah. And that's basically the character.
Said this is just a foundation or something, and how easy it is to make a character that's just kind of fun and different. Go for it and experiment. If someone says, "Why are you doing that?" It's probably a good start to a really fun and interesting character, especially if you have a party that actually will role play and you can get into the characters. You're just going to have that much more fun with it.
Yeah, and even with some really basic stats that we had, he's still a very capable barbarian. Is his armor class the best that you've ever seen of any barbarian? No, but our stats aren't too far off from a point buyout system.
Yeah.
So if you're using one of those, you're still making a really capable character.
Yeah, and you're just an ability score here, a feat there, to really specializing exactly where you want it, and you're going to be making enemies and DMs frustrated for the entire game.
And you're going to be making your party laugh hysterically as this really happy guy just gets really angry and starts killing things with extreme vengeance.
Especially if you have someone else in the party that loves to poke buttons.
Or you in the party.
Or if you have a bard that's really good at convincing people of things.
Again, you in the party.
I'm not the bard.
Who's our bard?
Peter.
I should know that.
Yes, you should. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around to this video. I hope you like it. We're going to have a few more coming out here soon. And just hopefully it just gets the ideas flowing to actually have fun new characters.
Yeah. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. If you have an idea of a weird combination for us to build, put that in the comments down below. And tell us what you think about our character in the comments too. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified when we post new videos like this one, or we start streaming, which we do sometimes. We'll get around to it again. Anyway, thanks for coming and have a good day.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.